Good evening, friends. Welcome back, Health Family. Today is June 14th, 2026, and the medical world is moving fast. If you want to know how science is changing your health right now, you are in the correct place. Today, we have massive news. Stanford scientists have just figured out how to actually regrow lost body cartilage. Also, it is a major global health day with a life-saving mission. Plus, we look at the strict new military-grade security measures tracking the upcoming medical entrance exams. We have a lot to cover in the next 15 minutes. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's dive right into today's top medical stories. Segment 1, the Stanford Breakthrough, Reversing Arthritis. Let's start with our big breakthrough story. Millions of people suffer from joint pain and osteoarthritis. For a long time, doctors told us that once your joint cartilage is gone, it is gone forever. But Stanford University scientists just changed the game. In a landmark study published just days ago, researchers successfully found a way to regrow lost cartilage and reverse arthritis. They did this by targeting a specific enzyme in the body called 15-PGDH. By blocking this enzyme, they reprogrammed old, aging cells to behave like young cells again. Even better? This different type of tissue regeneration actually created real cartilage, not just scar tissue. The team has already started testing an oral version of this treatment in clinical trials. This means a simple pill could eventually replace painful knee and hip surgeries. If you or your parents suffer from joint pain, this is the ultimate beacon of hope. Segment 2, World Blood Donor Day and Global Health Gaps. Today, June 14th, is officially World Blood Donor Day 2026. This year, the World Health Organization has launched a powerful global campaign called One Drop of Humanity. Give blood. Save lives. Every single day, voluntary, unpaid blood donors save millions of lives. Blood is needed for emergency surgeries, cancer treatments, and safe childbirth. But the WHO just released a stark warning. There are still massive gaps and shortages in low-income countries. The goal this year is to push governments to invest heavily in national blood programs so everyone has equal access to safe blood. If you have been waiting for a sign to go donate, this is it. One donation can save up to 3 lives. Segment 3, Two-Tier Military Security for NEET UG 2026. Moving over to major health education news in India. The National Testing Agency is taking zero chances with the upcoming NEET UG 2026 re-examination on June 21st. Following the cancellation of the May 3rd test due to paper leaks and irregularities, the Ministry of Home Affairs has stepped in. This week, they ordered 2-layer security using central forces. The Central Reserve Police Force (CRPF) and the Central Industrial Security Force (CISF) will guard the exam papers every step of the way. Forces will watch everything from the main hubs in Ahmedabad and Hyderabad to airports and exam halls. Even the OMR answer sheets will get armed escorts on the way back. The government has issued a strict warning: anyone trying to disrupt this exam will face severe legal action. City intimation slips are already live on the NEET NTA portal, https://neet.nta.nic.in, so candidates should check their locations immediately. Segment 4, Fast Health News Roundup. Time for our rapid-fire health roundup. Affordable healthcare milestones. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared today that over the last 12 years, programs like Ayushman Bharat have made India home to the world's largest healthcare program. He noted that cheap medicines, knee implants, and expanded medical seats are transforming accessibility. World Dengue Day tomorrow. Tomorrow, June 15th, is World Dengue Day. The WHO warns that dengue is spreading faster than ever due to climate shifts, putting over half the world's population at risk. The flagship event kicks off in Singapore to discuss vector control and early care. Digital Health Upgrade. The WHO Southeast Asia region just teamed up with the George Institute for Global Health to integrate responsible AI into primary healthcare. This will help doctors better predict and manage long-term diseases. Infants with fever. In the 3rd month of life, infants with fever who appeared well had a prevalence of invasive bacterial infection of 1.11%, with bacteremia accounting for most cases at 1% and bacterial meningitis occurring rarely at 0.1%. Medscape. Elacoglipron. treatment with investigational elecoglipron led to weight loss in people with obesity and improved glucose control in those with type 2 diabetes, a pair of global phase 2 randomized trials showed. In the dose-ranging VISTA study of adults with obesity or overweight without diabetes, mean body weight loss by week 26 ranged from 2.6% in the 5 mg elecoglipron group to 10.5% in the 75 mg group with weekly titration steps, compared with 0.6% weight loss with placebo. MedPage Today. What is emotional health? Emotional health is one aspect of mental health. It is your ability to cope with both positive and negative emotions, which includes your awareness of them. Emotionally healthy people have good coping mechanisms for negative emotions, and they also know when to reach out to a professional for help. WebMD. Bempedoic acid for familial hypercholesterolemia / Nexletol, bempedoic acid, for heterozygous familial. Nustendi, bempedoic acid / ezetimibe. Bempedoic acid. Bempedoic acid, sold under the brand name Nexletol, is a first-in-class, non-statin oral medication used to lower low-density lipoprotein cholesterol, LDLC, often called bad cholesterol, and reduce the risk of major cardiovascular events like heart attacks. It is primarily prescribed for adults with high cholesterol who cannot tolerate statins due to side effects, or as an add-on therapy when statins alone fail to reach target cholesterol goals. How it works: the liver-specific edge. Bempedoic acid is an ATP citrate lyase (ACL) inhibitor that blocks cholesterol production in the liver. While it targets the same biological pathway as traditional statins, it features a unique structural advantage. Liver-specific activation: it is a prodrug. It must be activated by a specific enzyme, ACSVL1, that is highly active in the liver but completely absent in skeletal muscle. No muscle pain. Because the drug remains inactive outside the liver, it rarely causes the muscle pain, weakness, or cramping, myalgia, frequently associated with statin therapies. Efficacy and administration. Standard dosage: it is taken as a single 180 mg tablet once daily, with or without food. LDL reduction: when taken on its own, it lowers LDL-C levels by roughly 17% to 28%. Combination pills: it is frequently paired with another non-statin drug, ezetimibe, sold as Nexlizet or Nustendi, which can lower LDL levels by up to 38% to 40%. Common side effects and monitoring. While well tolerated by most patients, your healthcare professional will typically monitor you for specific side effects. Hyperuricemia: high uric acid. It can restrict uric acid clearance, increasing the risk of gout flares. Tendon issues: though rare, it is linked to an increased risk of tendinitis or tendon rupture, such as the Achilles tendon. Liver enzymes: it may cause mild, temporary elevations in liver enzymes. Drug interactions. Always discuss your complete medication list with a doctor. Bempedoic acid can specifically increase blood concentrations of certain statins, particularly simvastatin. Avoid daily doses above 20 mg when combined. Pravastatin. Avoid daily doses above 40 mg when combined. If you'd like to understand if this medication is right for you, you should share with your DR. If you have ever experienced muscle pain with statins, whether you are exploring this for primary prevention or due to a history of heart disease, if you have a history of gout or tendon injuries, knowing this helps provide more relevant information on how treatments align with specific medical histories. After 60, muscle mass predicts your lifespan better than body weight, BMI, or any blood marker. That is what research shows. The strongest 70-year-olds outlive the leanest ones. Not the thinnest. Not the lightest. The strongest. Your scale lies. Your blood work misses the full picture. Your muscle tells the truth. Here is what happens inside your body. Muscle is metabolic currency. It burns calories. It stabilizes blood sugar. It protects your bones. It keeps you mobile. When you lose muscle, you lose function. You fall. You break. You stop walking. Your heart works harder. Your immune system weakens. Muscle loss is not just weakness. It is a death sentence. The science is clear. Studies on aging show that grip strength and walking speed predict survival better than cholesterol or blood pressure. The people who stay strong live longer. The people who become frail die sooner. Muscle is not for looks. It is for living. Lift weights after 60. Squat. Press. Row. Deadlift. Start light. Progress slow. Do not stop. Your life depends on it. Outro, community question and wrap up. That wraps up your medical news breakdown for today, June 14, 2026. Science is moving at lightning speed, from growing back knee cartilage to using AI in local clinics. I want to hear from you. Would you trust a pill to regrow your joints, or would you stick to traditional surgery? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like if this video was helpful. Share it with a friend who loves science, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay healthy. Disclaimer: compiled information. This content is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. The audience/viewers must verify the contents before use. The creator, publisher, and YouTube will not be responsible for any harm.